You're a wizard, Harry. Okay.
Why are you focusing on me?
Action. Yes, you look stupid. Okay.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Danny.
And we're Cimorelli.
We're gonna do a Q&A and we're gonna do some group questions answered, and then we're also gonna do it individually. So we grabbed some questions on here from our Twitter at Cimorelli the band.
No.
Cimorelli band. Okay.
Is my hair bad? It always looks bad. Okay. Ash_ the Pooth fan wants to know, what is your favorite song at the moment?
My favorite song at the moment is Don't It by Billy Currington.
Don't it? What is it?
Sounds good, don't it?
I hate that question. I don't know.
Oh, I bet you Barry Boys.
Oh, okay. No.
That's my favorite song.
I don't really have a favorite song, but my favorite album is the Oh Hellos album. I actually don't know what it's called. I think it's called The Valley. But it's the album that has The Valley on it, and I went to their concert recently, so I'm obsessed with them. My favorite song right now is Greek Tragedy by the Wombats.
You don't even listen to that song.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Break Up in a Small Town by Sam Hunt.
Love You Like That by Kanan Smith.
Goodbye Girl by Luke Bryan. Or Alone Again by Betty Who. Cimorelli X5H says, most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you.
The most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me was...
I posted a video on my Snapchat of me like singing along to my favorite band, and then one of the band members ended up watching it because I know them, and I was like, oh, you weren't supposed to see that. You never ever watch my Snapchat stories. Why watch it now?
I can't think of anything. Me existing. Pretty embarrassing.
Today, my friend was in the car with this guy who has a man bun, and she played him the video that I posted on Twitter of me saying, this is how I feel about man buns, and then I did this like really violent thing on the piano, and she played it for him. So I was like, oh.
Yesterday, I was talking to my friend on the phone for 30 minutes, and I did not know it was her birthday. I didn't say happy birthday. She didn't even say it was her birthday or anything, so I'm just like talking and I didn't even know. So then I saw on social media later it was her birthday, and I was like, oh my gosh. So then I texted her and I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm the worst person in the whole world.
We were on a radio tour, and we were in like Oklahoma or Kansas or something, and we were in a hotel, and I walked through the hotel lobby, and then my sisters were like, I think you dropped something, and then I turned around and I dropped black underwear hanging on my back or something, and it dropped on the floor. So then I walked by casually and then put it in my purse and walked away.
At Luke Yelps wants to know, what is something that you do that you wish you did not do?
My worst habit ever is, first of all, I get a lot of bug bites, and second of all, I scratch them. Scratching your bug bites is a horrible idea because then you get scars.
I wish I was more inward about my feelings. Like, you know, for example, when I see a cute guy, I can't just be like, I have to be like, it's bad.
Wait, let me just think. What are my worst faults? Oh, I know! Looking way into the future and overthinking everything, and then getting anxious and freaking out because I'm like, oh, the future, that, but I'm like, it didn't even happen. Just live in the moment. Calm down.
I tend to worry way too much about everything, so probably that.
I really wish I did not go on my phone before I go to sleep and right when I wake up. It ruins the morning and it ruins the night. I used to have such a better life when I didn't go on my phone that much. I wish I didn't attract shy boys that aren't actually a good match for me. No, I'm just kidding. I really like having long nails, but it's kind of a pain, and I'll like push on them and bend them and make them all weak. I wish I didn't do that.
Where do you want to be in 20 years?
Alright, shut up with the hiccups!
At Who Kicks wants to know, where do you want to be in 20 years? Well, that would mean I would be 35, right? Yes. And hopefully I will have at least a few kids, husband. Hopefully I'll have had a job that was not this. No offense or a band. Just want to branch out a little bit eventually. Thinking about starting my English teaching career, hopefully.
20 years, I will be 42. What? I want to have like 10 kids and be on a big ranch with a bunch of land. I don't know if I want to be in Texas or Tennessee or somewhere else, but somewhere that's like really country. Yeah, that's about it. Hopefully I'll have a Doberman and a Husky by then too.
I'm pretty sure I want to be married and have kids. That's like something I've always wanted to do. Other than that, I really want to publish books. That's like probably my biggest desire in life. I hope that we'll have released a couple of like albums that we really loved and toured to all the countries where we have fans, because that's like been one of my biggest goals.
In 20 years, I'll be 45. And I hope that I'm a really active 45-year-old who has like 10 kids. I don't know if that's possible by then. Yeah. And a husband, obviously a husband, and a really cool house, and just a really active, fun family that's really close and loves hanging out all the time. And I'm working on projects that are close to my heart that I'm passionate about.
Hopefully I'll have a husband, maybe some kids, probably. Well, let's see, how old will I be? I'll be 37, okay, yeah, I better have some kids. And then hopefully I'll have done like some good things. I don't know, just want to have a lot of experience, life experience.
Living on a nice farm with like a husband and a lot of kids, and then I'd like to be like writing a lot. I don't know, writing articles, columns, stuff like that, and just doing fun stuff that's like awesome.
Cimorelli, my life, aka Haley, wants to know, what is a day you will remember when you are really old? When I saw Luke Bryan and Florida Georgia Line in concert, I will definitely remember that.
A day I'll remember when I'm, 92? It doesn't matter. When I'm 92, not 93, 92.
It's an old.
Stop. I will remember Warped Tour, the best concert I ever went to, and I'll remember the day we uploaded our Parting USA cover and we woke up and we were freaking out. Like I feel like that was the beginning of an era. Like everything changed that day. That was the start of it.
What is even a day to remember?
A band.
I probably won't remember anything when I'm old because I'll be old, so I won't have any memories. So.
Oh, great.
My 17th birthday was like a really great day. I did like a bunch of random stuff. Like I went to the beach, I went out with my friends, we had a bonfire, so that was like a really good day. But then also when we saw Luke Bryan in concert, I think that will like live on forever in my heart.
Okay, I think one day that really sticks out to me in my mind is performing at the Coca-Cola music experience in Spain. How many people? Like 15,000?
16.
There's like thousands of people, and there were so many Cimorelli fans, and they had like signs that said, "You gave me wings and taught me to fly." And I thought that was so cool.
Fan _ of Cimorelli wants to know, what is the first thing you do when you wake up and the last thing you do before you go to bed?
The first thing I do when I wake up is go on my phone.
I'm gonna say the first thing I do when I wake up is check my phone.
The last thing I do before I go to sleep is go on my phone.
Well, before I go to bed, then I write my journal and I pray. And then the first thing I do when I wake up is I also pray. So, I'm a good citizen.
And the last thing I do before I go to bed is listen to Ed Sheeran, because before I go to bed there's always a different song I don't want to hear at that moment stuck in my head. So I put on some Ed Sheeran and go to sleep.
But I'm gonna change that, so the first thing I do is get up and drink water. The last thing I do before I go to bed will be pray. Well, that is kind of right now, but it will just be pray for a long time instead of 2 seconds because I'm about to fall asleep because I stayed on my phone too long.
If I'm being truthful, usually I go on my phone.
Well, if I'm being honest, I usually check my phone.
But
But
I try this new thing where I don't go on my phone when I wake up,
I've been trying to like break that habit for a long time.
and I like journal first. Or I like say, hello, God. Or I like say, hi, cat. My cat is crazy. Well, Lisa's cat is crazy and it keeps scratching me every morning and every night. So I think the first thing I do is I let it out of the bathroom where it sleeps at night, and then I put it back in the bathroom before I go to bed. So I think that's like literally the first and best thing I do.
My goal for the morning is like go to church, go to the gym. For nighttime, I try to read and write before I go to bed.
First thing I do when I wake up is breathe, open my eyes. The last thing I do before I go to bed or fall asleep,
Go to bed.
is slowly drift asleep.
Stupid. YALIASAF. Yaliasaf or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. What do you look for in a guy?
Great question. I don't even know.
In a man, not a boy. What my type was
Well,
Male.
Yes, male, there you go, that's all. No, someone that I feel like they aren't like judging me or like making assumptions, because I feel like some boys don't understand girls, so they just like put them in these categories like, oh, you like that, and like, no, that's actually not what I meant. But when there's a boy who like really understands and like gets me, and I feel like we're just connecting on this like soul level, then that's huge. And then having good morals is really important, like that we can like mesh on that.
Guys who are really just, or a guy who was easygoing, laid back, carefree, like really fun loving, opposite of me in every way, like personality wise.
Saying that you're not carefree, laid back, or fun loving.
Opposite of me personality wise. I just really looked for a guy who was really sensitive and compassionate, understanding, because I'm really sensitive, so I need someone who's like not critical, so I can like open up and be myself, and he won't make me feel like scared of that. Another big thing was finding a guy who like shared a strong faith like me. That's one of the top things. And a guy who was devoted to purity, so we could be devoted together.
Okay, honestly, everyone has all this stuff like, oh, a tall boy with messy hair and blue eyes.
And a man bun.
But no. But honestly, just someone that I can connect with like on a deep level and makes me feel secure and happy and like good around.
Someone that actually likes
And
me.
someone that has a really good heart and good intentions. Someone that I just like to be around and likes to be around me, and we bring out the best in each other.
I don't like boys anymore. It's too boyish.
I hate boys!
A guy, I like kind of like in your face guys a little bit, not like obnoxious and rude. I know what I don't like. I don't like quiet, shy, timid boys who are kind of like me as a boy. So take myself and then make it a guy and then make it the opposite of that, and that's what I like.
I look for someone who's really sweet and genuine, and I like the more like shy dudes because I'm like really extroverted. So like I can overwhelm extroverts, and extroverts can overwhelm me.
A man bun. Lack wants to know, what do you think your purpose is on this earth? And do you think you have fulfilled it already?
No, I do not think I fulfilled it already. Because I feel like your purpose is like a lifelong thing. That won't be fulfilled until like your life is over. I don't know is the thing, but I think it's to help people definitely. Just be a good person and yeah.
In general, just love and be loved. Like I feel like that's the whole point of being here, is to love people truly and deeply and be generous and to give of yourself. So I feel like my purpose is to like love as many people and help as many people and do what I feel that God has set me here to do. And I don't know if I've fulfilled it yet.
I feel like there's a lot of new purposes that I'm discovering in my life every day. One of them that recently is I feel like I'm called to like really reach out to women like my age. I always felt like a calling to like girls, like teenage girls, to be there for them in a way that I had no one there for me when I was their age. There's a lot of things I feel like I'm supposed to be a loud voice, not necessarily, I think people have a lot of different callings, but I think mine is supposed to be a voice that's really out there. I would say one of the callings that I feel like has really been fulfilling is being a role model for teenage girls who need someone to look up to. It's just like really incredible to feel like I have been there for them. It's literally the best feeling.
I mean, it's kind of a hard question. I think my purpose on this earth is to make as many people happy as I can. And you know, I think at this point in my life, I have made as many people happy as I can in my life, you know, whatever, I try. So I think I've done that so far.
I think my purpose is to just help as many people as I can in as many ways as I can. That covers like a wide range of things, but I'm just always trying to think, if I'm doing something I'm not sure about, I'm like, is this helping anyone? Or is this hurting anyone? And then I go from there. And I think that I've already helped a lot of people in big ways and small ways, which are both equally important, and I hope that I continue to.
Number one, to try to just be like a positive presence in people's lives. So I think God wants me to like find genuine joy, which is something I'm always like on a journey for, and then share it with anyone that I meet. I know my other purpose is to be a writer, because that's something I've been passionate about since I was a kid, is just like writing my feelings, my experience, poetry, and I don't think I fulfilled that.
Siren_Erica wants to know, favorite TV show?
I don't watch TV, so I don't have any.
Friday Night Lights.
Of course. I cannot pick. My favorite TV show is Bones. My favorite TV show ever. I'm working on watching all 10 seasons.
One of my favorite TV shows of all time is Say Yes to the Dress, because I'm obsessed with weddings. Maybe I'll be a wedding planner one day with Danny, open a place, work there together. Never know.
Fixer Upper on HGTV, because Chip and Joanna Gaines are like my OTP forever. Like, I want to be her. You don't understand? Like, you've not seen perfection until you've seen Joanna Gaines.
Gilmore Girls and Modern Family. Oh, so good. Those are my favorites.